Hey everyone, welcome back to Max Programming, and today let's get into VS Code and let's learn what is the layout of VS Code and what are extensions. So till now we just installed VS Code and we just changed the font size and stuff like that. Now let's take a look at the layout of VS Code. So I've launched it. Okay, so this is how it looks like. So at the top you have the title bar, okay, with this button, with this close, maximize, minimize, and the menu. Okay, that's very simple. And the title. Okay, and then you have this welcome page. You can just uncheck that to not to show the welcome page on startup. Now okay, this is a sidebar or activity bar, so you can just toggle this, the visibility of this, if you don't use, and you can just put it on left or right if you want. I'll show you the setting. Then down there we have the status bar, which has these errors or warnings. Then you have the feedback and the notifications. So if you go and create a new file, then you can get many options like spaces, lines, columns, UTF-8, CRLF, and this plain text. Okay, what this means is the file type. You can select any one of them. So for example, if I select JavaScript, then I have the syntax highlighting of JavaScript. So if I say const hello is equal to hello, okay, so this is not actually a saved file, but it's a syntax highlighted file. Okay, you can close this out. And similarly you can do many things. Now first of all, let's shift this sidebar to the right. So what you can do is you can just go to settings and just search for sidebar. Okay, now sidebar location, you will get this setting. So just go to drop down and select right. So it's going to shift it on the right side. Okay, I'm on the desktop, so I've opened up the desktop folder. I like it on the left. Okay, let's close the settings tab. And now that's done, let's take a look at extensions. Now let me tell you, extensions in any program are the plugins that inject some kind of feature into that program. So we can just we have the popular extensions here, okay, and we have the recommended extensions here. Now let's search for an extension called Prettier. So this is actually a code formatter. So let me take an example. So if I create a new file, double click it, and if I change the text type from plain text to, let's say, Python, okay, now what happens is, now let me also change another setting, which is go to settings and let me just say search for format on save. Okay, now what format on save does is, so format on save, you can check this setting, and what this will do is it will format your document when you save it. So formatting basically means that if you have something wrong written, you don't have some indentation, it's going to fix that. For example, if I create a function, so def func, okay, colon, so for example, if I don't have some indentation here, and if I say print hello and okay, so I cannot save it, so let's go to file. Okay, I'm just going to save. If we install the Python extension, we get the Python formatter. Okay, but what this Prettier formatter does is it has a formatter for many file types. So you can see, you can read these docs. So installed through VS Code extensions, can also be installed using command line. Okay, then default formatter, you can change the default formatter that we are going to do right now. So let's do that. So it's installed, and let's follow the docs. So if you want to change the default formatter, what you have to do is just go here to settings. Now if you search for default formatter, I think it will not be available right there. Okay, default formatter is null, and we have many things. So what we should do is we should just follow their steps. So I'm going to drag it. I cannot. Okay, so we should just follow their steps. So editor, what you have to do is you have to just go to settings.json. So just click this, go to command palette and just search for settings.json. okay, so you can see preferences, open settings JSON. So there we go. This is actually a file in which all of our settings are changed. Okay, so what we want is add this, actually not this, just this much, okay, or just this one line of code to that editor default format. So you can just copy this settings.json and just add a comma right here and paste that, okay, and save this file. So what this will do is editor.default formatter is this VS Code. Okay, so you can just now close this out, you can close this out, and now when we save that, it will be formatted. So right now let's not create any Python file, don't save. Okay, we don't need to mess around with Python. So you can select HTML, for example. Now if I just say exclamation mark and tab, and if I save this, okay, we need to save this. Okay, so when the moment I saved it, you see our body tag did not have anything in it, so it automatically came in one line. So now for example, if I just say, if I remove the indentation, if I say p hello, and then if I just add a space like this and say h1, this is h1, this is h1, if I can spell it right. Okay, very annoying. Okay, so now the moment you control S or save it, it's going to indent it pretty easily. So that's the use of prettier code formatter. So this is an extension basically. This is nothing bad, this is just an extension. So it adds many features to your Visual Studio Code. Now let's take a look at themes. So the theme I personally like to use is Material theme. Material theme, we get this. Okay, I forgot to put an E here, but it doesn't matter. So you can install this theme. So what this is going to do is it's going to install Material theme with Material theme icons and community Material theme. Okay, so let's select, you can just like this, you can do like this and then see how a theme looks like. The theme I like is this one, Material theme Ocean High Contrast. This is the one that I like. Okay, and then if I just get rid of this text, you can see our text got a different color. So I can just minimize this popular, I can just minimize this recommended. What do we have then? Where are the installed extensions? No problem. Okay, so now that we have this, you can also change the icon theme. So if I go into settings and go to file icon theme, so you have some kind of many icon themes. So let's go into the Explorer and we're going to see those. So file icon theme, so when you move up, they change. So these are installed now. Material theme icons. Okay, so what I like is Material theme icons Ocean, and that's good. So we have the icons change and they look very good. Yeah, and that's pretty much it for extensions and the layout of Visual Studio Code. So you can install as many extensions as you want. So I just installed one extension and one theme that added feature. You can search Google that what are the popular extensions of VS Code in your own profession. So if you're a Python developer, what extensions do you want? If you are a web developer, what extensions do you want? So you can search Google for that. And that's it for this video, guys. Hope you like it, share it with others, and finally, thanks for watching.